Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Friday Club Online, another wonderful morning here in South Africa where we network. Today, we've got a fantastic presenter, Glen Leece-Jones, and Glen is going to present to us something about mapping your life. Let me tell you a little bit about Glen. Glen has spent over 35 years working with people from all walks in life in various countries, including Botswana, Kenya, and Swaziland. Glen has been married for over 30 years to Sandy and has 2 children. Glen's passion is to bring about hope in his clients by changing their attitudes, changing their mindsets, and getting them to the point of thinking positively. Glen coaches clients from all walks of life, both from a personal and business perspective. He also is a director and a prophet and healing ministry for Swords Ablaze International. Welcome, Glen. Great to have you here, and we're really looking forward to your presentation. If you'd like to share your screen, and you've got 10 minutes to present to us all about mapping for life.
100%. Thank you very much. All right. I'm going to be talking today about a launch pad, something called a launch pad. But for me to actually explain the launch pad, I need to really explain what MAP4life is all about. MAP4life, if you look at the top of the screen there, MAP4life. It could be an acronym for My Action Plan for Living in Fullness Every Day. It could also be a master action plan for living in fullness every day. And effectively, that's exactly what it is. Most people in business, when they step into a boardroom, they normally say things like, let's map the way forward. Okay. And that's exactly what MAP4life does for you. It actually helps you to map the way forward, whether it's for your life, whether it's for your business, whether it's for whatever it is, you can actually use this concept. The launch pad is simply a an actual summary of the MAP4life process. But let me touch on this very quickly. The founder, by the way, is also a man by the name of Glen McQuirk. Us Glen guys are very good at. What can we say? Glen McQuirk was the founder of this over 20 years ago, and MAP4life is actually in about 94 countries worldwide at the moment. So it's really something that's really quite amazing. If I look at this concept, this sentence, why live life by default when you can live it by design? I ask so many people when I meet them, I say to them, what is your purpose? And they look at me with this blank expression. And then I say to them, okay, well, what work do you do? And they explain what they do. And then I say to them, well, do you enjoy work? And they go, well, not really. And I say, well, why are you doing it? No, well, it pays the paycheck at the end of the month. And to me, that's living life by default. That's not living life by design. And with MAP4life and the Launchpad, you can actually live life by design. You can design your own life. And that's really what's important for me. I'm going to run through a quick autobiography over here. It's called There's a Hole in My Sidewalk. And it really would explain exactly how people are going through life in this situation. So let's run through this quickly. Let's go through. Chapter 1. I walk down the street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I fall in. I'm lost. I'm helpless. It isn't my fault. It takes forever to find a way out. Chapter 2. There we go. I walk down the street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. You know where this is going, eh? I pretend that I don't see it. I fall in again. I cannot believe I'm in the same place. But it isn't my fault. And this is the challenge. It's about taking responsibility. It's about actually having accountability in place. It's not happening yet. It still takes a long time to get out. Chapter 3. I walk down the same street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I see it is there. I still fall in. It's a habit. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the big challenge. We need to be forming the correct habits. But my eyes are open. I know where I am. It is my fault. That's taking responsibility. I get out immediately. Chapter 4. I walk down the same street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I walk around it. And that's the change that takes place. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is where it actually needs to go to. I walk down another street. Because that leads to significance. And that's what MAP4life can actually do for you. And that's what the Launchpad can actually do for you. All right. So let me chat quickly, very quickly to you about this concept of the way we plan. And I think this is where most of us go wrong. I really believe that we are created in an amazing, incredible way that we can all plan. I really don't believe that we have a problem in terms of planning. I can speak to a 10-year-old girl and tell her, plan for your wedding. And she will go to the nth degree. I mean, she will put things in place and use imagination. It will be incredible. But are we planning the right things? So let me give a perfect example, the wedding day. On average, when I've spoken to people, they normally say it takes about 6 months from the time that you put the ring on the finger to the wedding day as such. When you get engaged to the wedding day, normally on average about 6 months of planning. And I can understand that. It's a big day. It's a big day, that, for the wedding. But 6 months is taken to plan that wedding day. My question is, how much time is put into planning for the marriage? Because the marriage is meant to be for life. The same concept applies when you're planning for a holiday. You plan to the nth degree for that holiday, but how much planning is done for your life? And this is the thing. Are we planning the correct things? And again, MAP4life and the Launchpad can actually help you with that. So what is the methodology behind MAP4life and how does it actually work? It's actually so simple. People look at me and go, well, so what? What's the big deal? But it's in that simplicity that makes it work. So I'll put up the 5 steps over here very quickly and run through this. First of all, establish your position. It's like taking a picture, a snapshot of yourself exactly where you are in terms of your business, in terms of your life, in terms of your marriage, no matter what it is. Then determine your destination, where most people have a challenge. They don't know how to get there. They have an idea and a concept, but they don't know how to get there. Then prepare your plan in terms of the goal setting. Take meaningful action, and that's an important one. A lot of coaches will say to you, take massive action. And I disagree with that. I can set a goal and say I want to get to a particular area, go from A to B. And I can jump up and down. I can do all kinds of things. I can throw my laptop out the door for that matter. It's taking massive action, but is it meaningful? That's the issue for me. We need to take meaningful action according to the action plan. And then lastly, record the results, which is also extremely important. The amount of companies that I deal with that are not actually recording things that are taking place, it's quite scary. But that's the concept, really as simple as that. Okay, so the missing link for me in terms of the dream, the vision, the idea, and your reality is really the MAP4life. It's a concept and a methodology that you can use for virtually anything at all. I will send this link to you. I'm not going to show this video because it's about 8 minutes long. But I quickly want to tell you the story behind this Lupita Nyong'o. She was born in America. After 1 year, went back to her homeland in Kenya. And her whole life, as she was growing up, she wanted to be an actress. It was her absolute goal, vision, mission, you name it. But everyone told her, forget it. You can't be an actress in Kenya. You are not going to make money. So rather swat behind the camera and actually do something behind the camera. You can actually earn an income. So she went out and did that. 3-year study, goes into her work. 2 weeks later, gets back home and she's absolutely distraught. She has to become an actress. That's her passion. Her mom gives her a book, the blueprint, which I'll discuss just now, the actual MAP4life blueprint, gives her this book and says, read the book. She reads the book, sets a goal, sends a letter to Harvard University, and asks for a bursary to do acting, to actually study acting. She gets a letter back from Harvard University with a bursary accepted. She studies for a year, only 1 year, and goes and auditions for a part called 12 Years a Slave. And she gets the part and wins an Oscar. She is now the highest paid Black actress in the entire world. We need to focus on our passions and desires. And MAP4life can actually do that for you. All right. I won't play that now. Let's look at the blueprint quickly. This is a package that we actually give you. It comes out as a diary, an actual diary, but I call it a management tool. Because those 5 steps is specifically designed around this diary, everything inside it, from a weekly plan, a monthly plan, an annual plan, etc. Everything is inside this book. We retail this whole package for you, and you will see if you can see my cursor there. That's the blueprint. This is your launch pad, which is really a price. I'm touching that right now, and you get other aspects as well. But this comes as a package, retails for 475 Rand. Okay, let me go on. The launch pad. The Launchpad is literally a process or a summary of the blueprint. The blueprint is your full diary, okay? Every year it comes out. The Launchpad you can actually use literally within 10 minutes to put an action plan in place for virtually anything you want to. I sat this past week at a Wednesday meeting, what we call a MAP cafe. We get together every Wednesday and we sit and chat and help people and mentor people, etc. And the lady said she wants to actually set this goal and she doesn't know how to do it. She hasn't got a clue. I'll whip out the MAP4life, I'll whip out the launch pad, pop it down, and within 10 minutes, we had a plan in place for her, and she got excited. I mean, she was over the moon. It's literally that simple. So if I take my cursor, I show over here. At the top of here, you can't necessarily see this now, but we have 8 different areas of life which you can define. But effectively, you will take those 8 areas and then choose one with the launch pad, just one, and run through the process, the 5-step methodology. And that will help you to actually map it out. So if I take that a step further, and I'll show over here, these are 8 areas that we usually look at in terms of your life, your personal life, spiritual, intellectual, physical, family, etc., etc. However, you can use this for absolutely anything. We have a map for running. We have a map for parenting. We can even put a map together for estate agents. We can put a map together for IT. Literally anything, you can put a map together for it. And we can map it out for you. All right. So I'm going to today give you an offer. Not only can you get the launch pad, okay, which will be in a PDF format, which we're trying to get out for you. I know that David is busy working on that, but it's in a PDF format. We can email it to you. I can send it via WhatsApp, etc. But over and above that, today I'm going to give you a map gift, a free 7-day trial. You can see the link there, but that's quite a long thing to write down. So you can go to Friday Club Online. It will be there, that link. It's a 7-day option to receive emails, no obligation, no cost involved, which will literally take you through the entire process. Okay. Over and above that, I'm also going to give you a free coaching session, which you can use either before or during or after going through the map gift, or even just to get together and chat about MAP4life. So that's also available for you. So to end off, my question is simply, are you living a purposeful life? Most people, unfortunately, the problem that they have is they have directionless existence. Their aspiration is always abundant life. We all want abundant life. The solution is purposeful living. And really, the question is, why live by default when you can live it by design? Why not launch yourself into your purpose by using the launch pad or the MAP4life for that matter? Thank you very much.
Wow, that was absolutely fantastic, Glenn. Thank you so much. And I think the essence there really is, have you actually planned for your life? And I know that I haven't, and I wish I had. And so I'm really definitely going to take this offer up. I've actually now just posted the link to the offer that Glenn's given in the actual chat. And we will also have the PDF as well as the this link on Friday Club Online. So thank you very much, Glen, for that wonderful presentation. A really huge value. Thank you so much.